Of one between Croatia and Brazil. What a way to go concerning that particular match. A lot of people are watching and seeing who will triumph in this game between Brazil, the team that really, a lot of people are actually supporting them. And right now, Croatia seems to be getting it right against the Selecao. Well, from the way it is, welcome you on the show, 360 Sport on Trust TV. I am Adeniyi Ajishafe. I'll be giving you update concerning this game between Croatia and Brazil. Right now, it's ongoing, and quickly we'll be giving you update concerning that match, and also we'll be talking about the game that will be coming up tonight between Netherlands and Argentina. Why, as we speak right now, the match is now 72nd minute, that's 72, and it's still 0-0 between the two teams, Croatia from Europe and Brazil from South America. Tough one there. I have in the studio, Chidebere Ihemebiri is here. Good to have you in the studio.
Thank you for having me, Adeni.
Yeah, now this match, you've been following it, and it seems the two teams are really fighting hard to see who will win this particular tough duel between Brazil and Croatia. So far, what have you seen?
Oh, well, I never expected that at this point, 77 minutes or 73 minutes, it will still be goalless. You understand? Because I know Argentina to be a strong team.
Brazil.
Of course. I know Brazil to be a strong team, sorry, then Croatia also a strong team, but I feel Argentina is stronger. Brazil is stronger, rather. You know, so I expected that before now, at least even if it's just a single goal, should have gone in. But the two teams are here to win, they're not here to play. So.
Now, you seem to get you so used to Argentina, it seems you are really...
I'm a Messi lover, actually.
Okay, let's leave Messi aside. Now, let's talk about the Samba boys. Really, a tough one is going to be because so far, no one saw this coming, that Croatia will be able to hold them. They've been fantastic so far tonight, this evening, and really, Brazil, really, they've also gave a good account of themselves. You can't take that away from the Samba boys. But really, it has been a tough one between the two teams. Croatia, they've really came up to this particular game, and they've done well 74th minute, and it's still goalless between Croatia and Brazil. Neymar, Modric, they know themselves from Spain, and also, well, from the way it is, it seems despite all the stars, despite all the fire-packed front of Brazil, Croatia seems to be having that technique to be able to mop up all the skills, all the pacey attackers, Vinicius, Neymar, think of all of them, and really it's going well for them, for Croatia.
Yes, we shouldn't forget that Croatia is a good team. You remember what they played in the last World Cup, you know, and of course, everyone who came for this tournament wants to win. And if there is something I'm so sure of, I know I was discussing with some set of people, and I told them, you see, this year's World Cup, it's a shocker for so many people, you know, because now the likes of Germany has gone, the likes of bigger teams have gone, but Morocco is still in, you know, so it's not easy. It's not easy. So Croatia is here, and they are here to play with their strength, with everything. I know they are definitely going to do everything possible to secure the win. Hopefully, if it doesn't get to penalty shootout.
Well, just like you have said, I was about going there before you talked about it. Really, this game, the way it's going right now, extra time I come in, except maybe either the two of them, at least one of them can actually get it to nip it in the board, and then they get a goal. But really, if it gets to penalty shootout, well, I want to go towards, let's look at that Spain-Morocco penalty shootout, where it actually went one-sided, where Morocco had they were the one scoring, they were the one getting the goals, while Spain, despite their tiki-taka football, they couldn't
get it. The thing is, I enjoyed what Morocco did. In fact, I think the coach was a brilliant coach, and they were able to hold Spain for that 90 minutes. Extra time, they were able to hold Spain, and they knew that the moment they get to penalty shootout, they are good. The keeper is also good. So I think they were able to take that advantage, and they came in and, you know, they won the match, and it came to their favor, you know. So
let me throw it at you. If they had lost that game, would you have called that man a brilliant coach?
You know, when the match was on, I was kind of scared on their behalf, because if you watch the match, you know, they were playing a defensive game. They were just defending, you know, they were not going. And the moment they get a counter attack, you see the striker is struggling to score, and you know, before you know, falls down, and you know, but So you've seen it now. The result matters, you know.
Result matters. Really, it has been a tough one between Croatia and Brazil. 76 minutes so far, and it's still goalless, 0-0 if you want to call it that way. But really, the Europeans have been able to put a good fight against the South American team, the Brazil, the Selecao, the Samba Boys. What's the name they bear? And right now, they are really fighting hard to see how they can at least get a goal to silence the Croat. But really, the Croat too has actually come to the party. They too are looking for the goal, trying their best to see how they can do it well. You look at their main man, that's Modric. He has been the man distributing the ball in the middle of the park, trying to call the shot, while the Brazilian also, Neymar, leading the park there too, trying to see how they can get it. They're almost getting close, but right now, the fight is still on between the two teams, and they are really fighting hard. Why we digress a bit to talk about Spain, Morocco, because Morocco right now, they will also be fighting hard to see how they will do well against Portugal on Saturday. But so far, 77 minutes, it's still goalless between Croatia and Brazil. Now, let me ask you this. This Croatia, you remember 2018, they got to the final before they were beaten. And can you, if you rate that 2018 squad, although most of them actually are in this squad too, and this current squad, maybe to some extent, the group stage, the drop form, they were not at that level they were in 2018. Maybe that was why a lot of people were tipping Brazil that, oh, because if Croatia actually played the way they played in 2018, by now, we know what we have seen rather.
Yes. 2018, you know, would I say some of them were still like, let me not use the word younger, but you won't compare them to now. Then they were in form. They are still in form now though, but you know,
the form dropped a bit.
A bit, yes. The likes of Modric, Kovacic, and
all of them, they are aging.
And, you know, they are aging, and of course, in their club side, you know what they are doing. So this time, I think people are really serious with the game. Players are really serious, and if you look at those who are doing magnificent things in the beach, they are young guys, young players, and you know, Modric is trying, Kovacic is trying, Perisic, and a lot of them are trying, but the situation we are now is as if the younger ones are coming in and, you know, they are just...
But so far in this game, Croatia goalkeeper has been a savior to them, because we've seen some chances where they could have scored. That's Brazil could have scored. He has been their savior, Vakovic there. But really, it has been a surprising one for the way Croatia has been able to hold down Brazil so far. It is now getting closer. Well, 79th minute, that game is still ongoing, and it's getting very, very tough. Goal led between the Samba Boys and the Croatian team. Really, both of them have really shown class this particular game. But if we look at the Brazilian team so far in this tournament, except for that game they played against Cameroon, where they lost by a lone goal, they've actually dominated all the matches. They've shown class that, in fact, everyone has been tipping that, well, maybe that's Brazil, France, and all that, they will go far in this tournament.
Definitely.
From the way it is, this is the first match that will give Brazil such a kind of a difficult situation.
Yes, it's knockout stage now, and for those who qualified, you know, they are strong teams. It's not easy for you to get to that point, you know. For them to have lost to Cameroon, we know what happened, that it's not even their first 11, even at that. But Brazil will not take chances. They won't take it for granted. We also know Croatia will also not do the same. So it's a good thing.
Your body language says you are Brazilian.
I'm not a Brazilian, but I think I'm rooting for Brazil, actually.
Seriously?
Yes.
A lot of Nigerians who grew up following football actually fell in love with Brazil, really. You just can't take that away. If you check the record of football in the whole world, they've really shown class. When it comes to World Cup, they've always been qualifying, and they've always been showing class when it comes to the Mundial. So you just can't take that away from Brazil. All of us grew up to know that, yes, Brazil, in fact, you think Brazil, you think football.
Yes.
That's what everybody grew up to be like, oh, Brazil, that's the only thing they do. And maybe the farming of cocoa.
Yeah. Their first match and their second match in this tournament, I enjoyed myself. You know, the fun of watching football, the goals, the tactics, the attacking, and, you know, it's just fun. It's just fun. And, you know, they are complete. And they are very, very young guys, the likes of Vinicius, the likes of Rodrigo, and a lot of them, very, very young, performing good things, Richarlison and Rafinha, you know. So They're really good in that team. That's one thing I'm not.
Well, despite the young age, the athleticism in that particular squad, the aging Croatian team has been able to absorb it. 81st minute there, and it's still ongoing, 0-0. Well, it's a tough one. The Selecao of Brazil are trying hard to see if they can nip it in the ball to actually end the game before the normal time, so that it will get to extra time. And if that happens, then we see another penalty shootout. But right now, fans are looking at who will win this tough duel between Croatia and Brazil, where we are giving you updates concerning this particular game to let you know. Well, Morocco will be facing Portugal tomorrow. That's on Saturday, and we'll be live to give you at least to give you some of the matches that will actually be happening tomorrow. We're talking about 364 for weekend. We'll be giving you Portugal, Morocco, not forgetting the fact that England, France will also be playing, and you have the opportunity to also contribute. Yes, you call in to at least tell us concerning how you feel. Do you think Morocco can win that game? That'll be tomorrow anyway. Now, let's come back to you, Chidebere. So far, like I said, it seems Croatia, they have that magic wand to hold all the gimmicks, all the style, all the techniques coming from Brazil so far.
Yes, yes. They've shown that they are also in their, their top performance and their top games. And just like I said initially, it seemed like Brazil, we all expected that the big Brazil ought to have at least scored a goal. So for them to have been in 0-0 now, it's not easy. They are holding them. If you check the possession, it's like 50-50, 49, and so it's not really easy. The teams that are playing, both teams are playing.
No team is dominating the other team.
Yes,
they are so kind of
it's so
balanced.
And to tell you how difficult and how tough the game is. So the fear now is if it eventually gets to penalty shootout, well, we just leave it to whosoever.
Maybe it will be a fight between Alisson and Livakovic now.
Yes, so.
Well, let's see what's going to be happening. That match is still ongoing, 84th minute, and it's still goalless. Top duel between Brazil and Croatia. Really, they are fighting hard. Who wins this battle? Is it going to be the European or the South American, where Samba is actually their dance? So far, maybe. I remember this Manchester United legend, Roy Keane, saying he doesn't like the way they celebrate. That's Brazil. Anytime they score, okay, do it just once and stop it. But right now, it seems the Samba is not going to come tonight. It's getting tough. Really, that game is very, very tough right now. Although, before we come back to talk about it, let's just look at Argentina. They will also be playing against the Netherlands by 8 p.m. Another match between Europeans and South Americans. Well, that match is another game that a lot of you want to see because it's actually involving world best player for good 7 times. That is Lionel Messi, who will be fighting out against the likes of Memphis Depay, who actually play for Netherlands. Could the Gakpo, they are all there. They will be fighting against the Albiceleste, as they call them, the Argentine squad, against the Orange Boys. What a way to go. This game, this particular match, will be by 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Who do you see that will win this game?
Well, Netherlands. I without underrating them, I don't think they've actually played anything spectacular since the tournament started. Yes, I'm sorry to say that. It's not as if I'm underrating them anyway, but I'm just telling you. Just look at the group they came out from and the teams they played with. If you watch their game, you see. And if Argentina is able to score these people,
what if they are not able? That's
the problem. We underrated Croatia against Brazil, and now, as you can see, it's still goalless.
I never underrated them. You did. But really, a lot of football bookmakers out there, pundits, football lovers, they all support Brazil to win the game. Well, it's still ongoing, but right now we are digressing a bit to talk about, 85th minutes now, and it's still goalless in the main time for that game. Now we're talking about Argentina, Netherlands. If you look at it, name by name, you want to tilt towards Argentina. But really, you know how young the team of Netherlands actually, what they have in that pack. Look at all of them. If you begin to think out of their names, you'll be like, okay, they should be able to withstand the experience of Argentina. It's not Argentina too, they have a lot of young players.
Yes.
But right now, Lionel Messi is their talisman. Who will hold Lionel Messi? How will that happen tonight?
That's a big question. If they can actually assign 1 or 2 persons to just go after Lionel Messi, because even if you have 2 persons or 3 persons going against him, as crazy as Lionel Messi is, he can still maneuver them and, you know.
And another dangerous player, Angel Di Maria.
Di Maria,
if
you know,
focus on Messi, if he's
what
on the
happens
field.
to Di Maria, you see.
Yes,
you know?
if he's on the field, he's very, very slicky player. You underrate him at your own peril. He can actually squeeze up and get a goal. So Argentina too, they know what to do, even though they know that, yes, attention will be on Lionel Messi, their talisman, the mercurial player, who really know how to do the business of scoring goal, despite the fact that he's so diminutive. He's, in fact, a player that when you look at him play, you'll be wondering. I remember somebody described that when he's playing, we're wondering, is it Rabbit that is running on the picture?
The way he runs, right?
Oh my goodness. Well, just giving you an update concerning the game. Right now, it's now 88 minutes. And it's still goalless between 87 minutes, I beg your pardon, 87 minutes, and it's still goalless between Brazil and Croatia. Tough match, tough duel, big one. The Europeans are really fighting hard, absorbing all the heat coming from the boots of the South Americans. The Samba boys, the way it's going, the Samba is hot. He's on standby. Well, so far in this tournament, which team has actually impressed you most?
Just like I said, Brazil.
Brazil?
Yes.
Wow. Seriously?
Yes, Brazil. You know, I said they are complete. Let me use that language.
So it seems the completeness and it's not working now.
Well, Croatia is not here to play. You know?
Just pulling your leg, at least to add some spice to the show. Really, it's been a tough one between Croatia, despite the fact that, according to Chidebere, that Brazilians are very complete. But that completeness, it seems to be lacking something. That's because they are yet to score, and the match is now 88 minutes, and it's still goalless. Tough one. Croatians, yes, they know the team they are playing against, and that's why they came out with their best in this game. So far, I think this has been the best performance at this World Cup for Croatia.
For Croatia, yes. For them to, at least to this stage, they are still holding Brazil goalless. It simply means that they really want it. They want it. And if they can try to hold it to probably penalty shootout. Penalty shootout, you know, anything happens, you just take it that way. If you win, you take it. If you lose, you know you've tried. But if they can hold it, you know, but the painful part is if you're able to hold 90 minutes, then get to extra time, you concede 1 goal or 2 goals. And it's, you know, the whole of 90 minutes becomes, you know, more painful. So if you're able to hold it and probably get to penalty is anybody's game. Anyone can win, anyone can lose. So.
Well, right now, 89th minute, and Croatia, Brazil still goalless, 0-0. Seriously, a tough one right now. The Brazilian lovers all across the globe won't believe their eyes right now that, wow, Croatia actually held them up to this moment, and it has been a tough one between the two teams. Well, I actually saw that that's Josko Vardiol of Croatia. That player with the mask has shown that, yes, really, he's come to this tournament to show himself, to sell himself. We know that Chelsea, a lot of clubs are actually after him. And despite his youthfulness, young age, he has been able to prove to a lot of scouts that really Chelsea or any club running after me is not a fluke. I deserve it.
Yes, you know, one thing about these young players, this tournament is an opportunity for them to sell themselves. You know, there are so many players that, because of this tournament or because of what they've put out in this tournament, their value will never remain the same. You know, their value will definitely be high, and when clubs are coming for them, you are coming for them because you saw their performance in the tournament. So he's trying, and you know, you just have to keep improving and you know.
Well, from the way it is right now, almost 4 minutes to go now from the main game before they go on extra time. Who will win this duel between Croatia and Brazil? We've been giving you updates concerning that, and we've also been trying to analyze all the other activities that will be coming up later in the day, talking about Argentina versus Netherlands, a tough one there too. If Croatia could do this against Brazil, Argentina should be expecting a tough one coming from Netherlands too. Well, 94, yeah, it's going to be +4, and even though one is almost off from the +4 there, and really, it has been a big one between Croatia and Brazil, giving you updates concerning that game. And right now, if this game actually gets to extra time, I'll be expecting a penalty because both of them will be very careful.
Yes, they will be very, very careful. They will be very, very careful because when you are able to hold 90 minutes, then it is expected that extra time you're able to hold it to, at least when it gets to penalty shootout, you know that it's anybody's game. So just like I said, it will be more painful when you're able to hold 90 minutes than when it gets to extra time, you're able to lose the ball, you're able to concede the goal. You know, it will be more painful. So I know, and I want to believe that Brazil will make me proud. Let me put it that way.
A lot of Brazilian lovers now, I think the fans, I mean, I'm sure their heart is in their mouths now.
I have some players in Croatia, actually.
You are scared. You are afraid. Anyway, just to quickly give you some transfer story before we come back to the studio to wrap it up, let's quickly look at Real Madrid. Real Madrid are keen on Manchester United winger. Talking about Alejandro Garnacho, a player of Manchester United. Madrid are really keen to get this young lad. And if they come for him, who knows, maybe we'll move into the Santiago Bernabeu there, talking about Alejandro Garnacho. Well, from the way it is, the young lad could be going to the Los Merengues team over there in Spain. Another one says AC Milan are ready to bid for Chelsea forward Hakim Ziyech, who has impressed at the World Cup so far for Morocco. And really, AC Milan have been telling him that they really want to get him right now, that he's doing so well with Morocco at the Mundial. They want to really make sure this particular deal actually see the light of the day. Talking about AC Milan going for Hakim Ziyech. PSG president, yes, his name is Nasser Al-Khelaifi, says Manchester United forward Marcus Rashford could be a summer target. PSG really, they've been watching, their scouts are over there in Qatar, and they are watching to see if they can actually get Marcus to France, where he'll be playing over there. With PSG in Paris. Well, good one. If he can move, he will join the area of style of Kylian Mbappe, Messi, Neymar in that squad. And this one says Leicester City midfielder James Maddison is Newcastle's top transfer target in January. Well, if Leicester, well, from the way it is, Newcastle really want to get him, but Leicester City, they allow him to go. That will be it on 360 Sport. We'll give you an update concerning that game between Croatia and Brazil. And really, a tough one. 0-0 it has been. And really, let's wait to see who will actually carry the day there. Chidebere Imebiri has been the one in the studio. Thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me, Adeniyi.
I am Adeniyi Ajishafe. Thanks for watching.